Hey there, folks. I have a new knife for you. What I have here is the PMP Knives Revenge Frame Lock Flipper. Now, this was sent to me by Patrick Ho, PMP Knives. PMP stands for Patrick, Marcel, and Patrick. So Marcel and Patrick are Patrick Hollenstein. His name is Hollenstein's best friends, and they started this knife company together, influenced mostly by Greg Medford, believe it or not. A lot of knife makers out there. I know two now, Patrick Hollenstein and Trouble Blade Works, were all greatly influenced by Greg Medford. Now, Greg Medford, of course, Medford Knives, known for their overbuilt knives. Now, I did review Patrick's knife before, and because I'm old, I can't remember what it was. But if you remember, I'll put the link up here for the old video. It was an extremely overbuilt knife. Now, these are produced by Max Sace, and they were extremely overbuilt knives. If you saw, it was a lot of titanium, a thick amount of steel. Now, the steel on this Revenge is Bowler M390. So it is a great steel. And again, titanium handles, titanium frame lock, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer with a nice lanyard hole, over travel steel insert, everything again that you would expect from most modern production knives. Now, Patrick, I believe, is only like 30, 31 years old. So he ventured out. He's the knife designer, and he wanted to make something a little bit more lightweight carrying compared to his previous venture. He does have a lot of overbuilt designs. Now, this one is still fairly heavy, coming in at 6.406 ounces, and it's almost 9 inches long at 8.8. It is a little bit slimmer in design than his previous design, so that is a lot nicer. It's ridiculous smooth. So it's two bearings of ceramic ball bearings. He uses some crazy gel that just makes it really, I mean, it's just so smooth. Nice centering on it right out of the box, very sharp, and it's a nice sheep's foot design. I love it. Some people compare it to the Snex, one of the Snex model. I forget what it is now because it's very rare to get those Snex. Very difficult, very expensive to obtain one of those Snex knives. So somebody commented when I posted this picture on my Instagram that it looks very similar to the Snex. I think it was the collab maybe with Jake Hoback. Actually, that's a production version too. Anyway, I escaped. I'm veering off track here. So yeah, very nice. So overall length is 8.8. Blade length is 3.75. It is a wide sheep's foot blade. It's got this fuller hole thumb opener, and it's got a nice stonewash finish on the blade. Hopefully you can see it. I'm outdoors. And on the handle, nice blue anno on it. Again, it's M390 steel. It is a nice flat grind, right? And my favorite way to deploy it, of course, is just to middle flick it. You can see how smooth that is, or just thumb open it. It is a flipper, believe it or not. It's the smallest flipper tab that I've ever seen on the planet. It's got little jimping on it. If I was to give Patrick some critiques on this, I would just get rid of the flipper tab. I think it's just, you don't even need it. You could just open it with your thumb or middle flick it. I think that's fine, and then the lines would be cleaner. I mean, the flipper tab is there. It does work. So yeah, pretty cool. I like the coloring on this one. It's got the blue and the gray. Very nice design. Patrick told me a funny story because he is a big fan of Greg Medford's work, and he said that Greg Medford, or either he reached out to Greg Medford to show him his work. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of that folder that I reviewed, but Greg actually admired his work. He says, "Oh, very nice." And then I think, if I recall correctly from my conversation with Patrick, that Greg Medford assumed that he was Chinese, because if you look at his website, I'll put the link below, it says Patrick Ho, but I don't know why he did that, but it's Hollenstein. His name is Hollenstein. So I thought that was kind of humorous. And then Greg Medford promptly blocked him. That funny. Because his design did look a lot like the Praetorian. It did. And he is influenced by Greg's work. So I thought that was very funny. Anyway. Sheep's foot. Some of you might even say this is a Warncliffe model. Very nice. I just want to show you the logo. So Patrick's logo is right there. So what Patrick explained to me, that's two P's opposite each other. And then it's also an M in the middle. So it's a combination of Patrick, Marcel, and Patrick. Let's compare it size-wise to something else. Got my Quaking here from Bag Knives. And you can see it's comparable. In fact, I think the Quaking is a little bit, it's about the same. It's about the same. So about the same length as this Quaking. I want to get a shot of this out in the daylight. Hopefully it looks good. This thing's pretty phenomenal. I'll put the link for the video for this too. Oh God. I don't know if you guys can hear my family. They're arguing inside. All right, guys. So that's the Revenge frame lock from PMP Knives. I'm signing out. Peace.